So today we're going to take a look at the next patch, the next recipe in the MiniBrute, Arturia MiniBrute cookbook. This is the Snare Drum. The Snare Drum by Victor Morello. It's a fairly straightforward patch. As always, the download is in the description. So we're going to start off with nothing, again, as always, right? No sound, nothing's happening. And we're gonna get us some oscillators going here, right? So we're gonna use the triangle and a lot of the noise oscillator here. You'll see why in a minute. So everything else is pretty much down and off. It doesn't really matter. It's a very atonal sound, so it doesn't not too much to worry about. We want our cutoff somewhere around there, somewhere in the middle there. We're gonna crank that brute factor up. Okay. Switch our attack and decay envelope to trigger mode. Give ourselves a little more than half decay. All right. And this is what we should end up with. Well, I can't hear it. I had my channel settings wrong. Okay, so here we go. It's kind of sounds like a tom. But you can affect. It's almost like cowbelly, you know what I mean? But the cutoff will kind of help you tune it. You can also adjust how much of your triangle wave is coming through there. Okay. Be careful with that brute factor though. If you get it too high, see how it almost gets like weird. You don't want that, right? Okay. So then, of course, you could program that in and use that for anything else here. You can use that as a, snare for your productions. Now, we can also take it one step further, and rather than use the attack and decay envelope, we can patch it in, use the ADSR envelope, since we're not using that on the cutoff right now. So let's use the ADSR to go into the... Where's it at? There it is. Amplitude modulation. And now you see there's like nothing, right? Now we have the same effect we had before. But you can do crazy stuff with it like that now, Hold that sustain up. So you can make the resonance of that snare last as long as you want. So that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Now, you wanted to get even more fun with it, that resonance that you get in the filter, right? We can adjust that. Now, instead of using the ADSR, because we're using that for the amplitude, even though we really don't need it much. Oops. We're going to do the output from the ADSR into the cutoff of the filter. We lost it. Or, I'm sorry, the cutoff of the AD. We're going to put that into the FM. Uh-oh. Lost something here. Totally lost output there for a second. Let's try that again. The output from the ADSR into the amplitude modulation. Okay. Output of the attack and decay envelope into the filter modulation. Okay. So, you know, not a half bad snare sound. Maybe take it one step further and make it a little bit weirder. We'll take and put this square wave into the ring modulation. Put some real weird something into it. Or what if we took, instead of the square wave from oscillator 1, what if we used the square wave just to make sure it's kind of tuned. That's kind of neat. You know what, I'm going to put headphones on because this is not very loud coming out of my speakers today. And that's fine, but... So that's kind of neat. You know, you can do some fun stuff with that. So there you go. Real simple one. Real simple snare drum. It's just, you know, just a little bit of let's go back to the thing here. It's just a little bit of you know, the triangle wave and some noise, and then you use the cutoff to as kind of like a filter, or it's like a frequency, like EQ. The brute factor kind of warms it all up, and then you're using an attack and decay envelope to automate the volume, and that's basically it. You know, it's not a crazy one. So thanks for watching. As always, experiment, play around with it, see what you come up with, see what you like, and go from there. All right.